Hello everyone, my name is Archana Raj from Wayanad, Kerala. I'm at an assistant manager position with Juspaid International, and today I'm here to present about the Sandalwood Plantation project by Juspaid International. The objective of this presentation is to brief about the Sandalwood Plantation launching on January 2024 in Kerala. The pre-bookings have already started and I would like to share the details about it. So before we look into the plantation project, I would like to give an introduction about Juspaid International and their journey so far. Justpaid is an e-commerce company like how we have other e-commerce websites such as Amazon and Flipkart. This e-commerce platform offers a wide range of products like groceries, electronics, home care appliances, including vehicles, etc. Up to 30,000 items are available on the website at a much affordable price. Not only that, it also promotes the traditional businesses wherein we have hypermarkets in multiple locations where the goods are being sold at the same discounted price as online. So Justpaid commenced in the year 2020 during the COVID outbreak. Until then, the founders were in an event management and catering business since the year 1999. Along with 360 employees and 16 hotels, they were widespread in Kerala and Tamil Nadu. But during COVID, they faced a major setback in their business. This led them to think about coming up with an opportunity which would enable people to earn money while working from the comfort of their homes. And after a market survey, they realized that e-commerce industry is the one which wasn't affected adversely due to COVID. On the contrary, it benefited as people would order everything online. Without the hassle, they would get what they need. So they came up with the idea of an e-commerce website in the year 2021 and also simultaneously started the hypermarket in 2021 along with the automobiles and wellness in 2022. They even got a license for 916 Hallmark and then started the business for gold and diamonds in the year 2023. And as mentioned earlier, they are all set to launch their plantation project and their me-commerce in 2024. Now, what is me-commerce? I would like to describe about that. So, me-commerce is basically my e-commerce, which means Justpaid International Company will be making a website, which will be having all of our individual data, which will be our personal website, along with an e-commerce website attached to it, which would consist up to 30,000 items from leading companies valuing up to 3 crores, all at your personal website. So you can have anyone order things from your e-commerce website and you will be directly benefited with that. With the recent plantation project, now the company has acquired a license for the real estate, and hence the name has come for Juspaid Real Estate Private Limited, which will be like a sister company for Juspaid International. So next we would go deep into the details of the Sandalwood project. Before that, I would like to introduce the two visionaries because of whom this entire company has come into picture. These are the two brothers, the managing director, Mr. Nishad, and the chairperson, Mr. Nisar. So let's get into the details of the Sandalwood project. This is not just a Sandalwood plantation project; it is also accompanied with tourism, which I would be explaining in the further slides. So let me just explain the project highlights first of all. So the standard piece of land, which will be for 5 cents, that is for 2,177 square feet, which would consist of, or which will be able to accommodate 20 trees in 5 cent of land. The original price for 1 cent is 2 lakh rupees. That means that 5 cent land will be coming up to 10 lakhs. But currently, under the offer, we are able to get it at 6 lakhs. After the 31st December 2023, the price will be increasing gradually. The harvesting period is, of course, a long duration, 12 to 15 years, before which the harvesting cannot take place. This is the time period for the trees to grow until they are completely mature, and after that only we will be able to harvest it. The maintenance, Justpaid real estate for up to 15 years. So the maintenance will be undertaken by Justpaid for up to 15 years, after which, if required, a new agreement has to be signed. Then we have the safety and security. This is also provided by the company. Now, we need to understand that it's really challenging to protect these trees, as the sandalwood trees are in a huge demand nationally and internationally, which puts a huge risk of theft of these trees. So, the entire responsibility of the safety and security lies within the company. They will be providing it. The yields from this tree is the hardwood, whitewood, skin, and root. The only part which is not yielded or out of which we do not make any business is the leaves. Apart from that, everything is the yield from the sandalwood tree. And what we can cut from the tree is actually only the small branches. Apart from that, nothing is allowed. All the cutting and everything else I will be explaining in the further slides, but the only right to cutting off the small branches is allowed from the sandalwood tree. So from a single tree we are expecting a hardwood of up to 50 to 20 kilos from one tree. So once the tree is fully mature, by 15 years, 12 to 15 years, that is the total period, one tree can yield up to 15 to 20 kilos of wood and the other items. But as the soil in Kerala is so fertile for plantation of any kind of trees, forestation, we can expect more than that as well. All right. Further, the present market price for hardwood per kg, that is the current price, is up to from 18,000 to 20,000, and the international demand is very, very high. But at present, banned it is banned because of the high domestic demand, and there is no enough domestic production in India. Hence, there is no exporting of sandalwood to the foreign countries, because India itself is in a huge need. So, if you ask, is it legal to plant? Yes, it is. And the farming and the plantation, everything is legal except the cutting power. As in, we can't cut the trees once it's completely grown, we can't cut the trees. That power lies with the forest department. Only they will be the ones who can harvest these trees. If you say the government support, the government is completely 100% supporting, and in fact they want to promote the cultivation of sandalwood plantation in the country. Further, if I want to add some more information, if you want to see what are the illegal practices, it is the cutting and selling only. So we are not allowed to sell or cut the trees from our end. It is completely the forest department who will be doing the harvesting of these trees, and the cash will be transferred to the bank account of landowner through the government treasury, and only to the landowner. Only they can avail the benefits. Hence, there is no right to lease or rent properties. Legal formalities, we have to inform the Tehsildar and the forest department at the time of harvesting. They will visit the trees and fix the date for harvesting. Now, let us look into the government policy. It is 100% government supporting and promoting project. In fact, they even have come up with the government website for promotion of sandalwood plantation. The government is in need of this plantation to take place in the country, and hence they have given an entire website on how the cultivation, the trading, and everything that includes in the sandalwood business. So the government is in full support of this plantation. Now, if you ask why Juspaid Real Estate, why do we have to, liaise with Juspaid in a real estate company to get into this business? So, Juspaid has a legal team. So, acquiring a proper land for plantation is one of the first step for any plantation. All right. And Juspaid has a legal team which does the entire documentation and formalities for acquiring proper land. As the duration is long, we need a foolproof documentation of everything so that there is no complications at the end of the cultivation, or any time during the entire plantation period. There is a dedicated and experienced research and analysis team who have been working on this research from the last 2 years. Although they have only just introduced it to the people, but the research has been going on from last 2 years. And the core management team has an expertise of 24 years. They have 24 years of business experience management. Hence, we don't have to, get an expertise ourselves. We already have a designated team who will be doing everything that is required for this plantation project to succeed. We have a strong marketing team growing with e-commerce and me-commerce platform backup. The current estimate, the project vision is 1,400 acres in Kerala, 100 acres in each district. As I mentioned earlier, Kerala has a very fertile land everywhere. So having 100 acres in each district, a total of 28,000 plots in Kerala in the first 5 years. Now comes, as I mentioned earlier, the safety and the security. How is Juspaid real estate company going to secure or ensure that these trees are going to be safe and secured until they are harvested? So they will be having 24-hour security guards, CCTV, and satellite surveillance. Because, as I mentioned, these are very high demand trees. All right. So the security has to be the utmost importance, and it has to be done at the utmost professional level. So, who can invest in sandalwood? Now, let's look into that. Parents of newborn babies, of course, as it's a long, investment. Whoever has just started having a family, or just got married, or just planning a family, for them, this is a very right time to invest into this project. As they will have good enough time with them once this entire project is coming into play. They will know that they have enough time to plan for it. Those who dream of higher studies, luxury weddings, and bright future for the children, everyone who is there currently, nobody is exempted from the second option. Everyone is looking to have a luxury life, a bright future for their family, and higher studies and whatnot. Employees who dream of a joyful retirement life, anyone who is already in a working stage of their life, for them as well, this is a very right time to invest, because if they are planning to retire in the next 15 to 20 years, this is the right time for them to invest. NRIs who deserve a peaceful and joyful retirement life, of course, who are currently maybe outside of their native place, but once they are planning to come back to back to India, they can already invest into this project, and they can always plan for their retirement accordingly. Real estate investors, of course, organizations supporting charity, residential, and other associations holding surplus funds. Of course, if you already have surplus funds with you, you can always invest that money and make more money out of it. Investment enthusiasts and charitable institutions. Apart from, as I mentioned earlier, the plantation, there is more investment options. There was another thing that I mentioned, that was the tourism. So let's just look into the tourism part. So we would have a holiday cottage of up to 400 square feet, price 26 lakhs, but currently they are doing it at 22 lakhs. The holiday cottage, which will be within the plantation, it can give up a rent up from 5,000 per day until 15,000. up to 15,000, depending on the seasons, of course. But as we are all aware that Kerala is very much booming in the tourism industry at the moment, and people from all over the world are interested to come and travel, explore this entire state due to its rich culture and heritage. So, definitely, tourism is one of the key factors of this entire project. So, let me explain how that's going to be. So, in the 5 cent of the land, the piece of land, there would be 16 sandalwood trees with a cottage. That is the plan. How we are calculating that, I will just show you. So the sandalwood trees will be 16 numbers. Holiday cottage will be of up to 400 square feet. Income, the daily rent from the cottage can range up to 5,000 to 15,000, and as I mentioned, the rent shall depend upon the season. The safety and the security of the plantation, security walls and fencings, that is very, very important. That will be all done by the company. CCTV surveillance, so anyone who is owning a piece of land or has invested in this project, they will have the access of entire CCTV footage of the entire plantation. Satellite surveillance and armed guard surveillance. So designated armed personnel will be there all the time to make sure that the entire place is safe. Another important thing is to increase the security, security chip installations on trees, which means that anyone with a huge sort of like what's say if at all there is some sort of a blunt force that is applied on the tree, an alert message is sent to the area police station, managing director, chairperson, project manager, security guards, the guard control room, forest department, landowner, nominee of the landowner as well. So that itself shows how much established the entire project is going to be and how much of the security is provided to each and every tree which will be in the plantation. Now, if you for anyone who want to know the current value of sandalwood and how it has increased over the years, in 1980, 1 kg used to cost up to 20 rupees. After 10 years, it was 200. In 2004, it was 400. 2008, it went up to 3,500. 2014, 7,500. In 2023, currently, it's 20,000 rupees. The rate increased 7 times within 15 years. So as you can see, due to the demand, due to the kind of benefits that you can yield from one tree, the rate has increased 7 times within 15 years. If we calculate on the same rate, if the rate is increasing at the same current increase rate, by the year 2023, it will cost up to 1,40,000. Income after 15 years, as per today's rate, 20 trees in 20 years, 20 trees in 20 years at the rate of 20,000 will cost up to 80 lakhs. That is a huge, huge number if we calculate as per the current rate increase of sandalwood. So, of course, the rate is just increasing like how the rate for gold increases. That is how the rate for sandalwood also increases. Again, if you calculate for the further further increase of the rates by the year 2038, 20 into 20 into 1,40,000, that is by the year that in 2038 that will be the cost of the sandalwood. Your income will be 5 crores 60 lakhs. That is very, very good outcome, or you can say the return of investment for someone who is investing only 6 lakhs for the per 5 cent. The total income, if we look into the total income with the Sandalwood plus the cottage, income from the cottage, we can say 1 lakh on an average, given the change in the season and everything. On an average, if you say 1 lakh, the total income will be 1.8 crore. So the total income just in an year, with the total outcome of the plantation, harvesting and the cultivation entirely, which we earlier calculated for up to 5.6 crores, adding the 1.8 crore from the cottage, you can earn up to 7.4 crores by just investing 6 lakhs in today's date. Um, and now that is just the return of investment, but still you have got the plot and the cottage in your name. You can always sell it or replant and use the cottage for rent. So it is just an investment which keeps on giving and giving, as you can see. Bookings of the plots. If you want to just know how to get into the bookings and everything, I will just explain that in this one. Pay rupees 6 lakh and register the land on your name and sign the agreement, and the maintenance contract for the start of the plantation. All right. If anyone who doesn't have that kind of money at the moment, you can also pay 2 lakhs and sign agreement for the balance payment and registration for the plot on your name. So there are two options. And they have also recruited a marketing team. So they will be, they are looking to recruit a marketing team uh, with an ongoing, very attractive salary. So if you have anyone, or if you're looking to, you know, um, make money right now from this entire project, what you can do is you can market this entire project within your family and friends. Or if you have anyone who is looking to make that kind of money, they are recruiting the marketing team at the moment. So you can always look into selling these, promoting the plots and the entire project with your families within your circle. And with a successful successful sale and promotion of any of the plots, you will be paid a very attractive salary from the company. So they are also recruiting the marketing team right now, which you can join. Apart from that, the Sandalwood Plantation, if you buy 10 plots, or if you sell 10 plots, you will be gifted one plot for free, which is again a very good deal, if you may ask. So I would like to conclude my entire presentation by this. If you have any further questions about this or want to know more details about it, there is a contact number given on this slide, and you can always contact the person who has showed you the or shared this presentation with you, or you can contact on this number. And by that, I would like to conclude this. Thank you.